Hello YouTubers, welcome to another review by Boston Grand. Today we're looking at the Taylormade TP5x. On the left you get the 2019 version, and on the right we've got the 2021 version. So we like to just go into our thoughts on it, the playability. We don't go into any of those technical specifications we've got that you can get online. We just go through what we think about the balls here. And then kind of our feedback, what we got, what we like, and then at the end, our recommendation. So on the left here, the biggest difference you're going to be able to tell is the actual logo between the two, and then the dimples. So your new TP5X has got kind of the black and gray daggers on it, where your 2019's just got those gray. So that's going to be your first big difference there. And then with your dimples, you can kind of tell the one on the newer version is shallower, a little bit wider. The ridges are more pronounced, where your left isn't so much. That's just this one on the right. It's supposed to be for your aerodynamics. That's the big marketing thing for TaylorMade there. So what we'll kind of go through from off the tee and then up through the green, and then kind of our feedback on it. The one on the right here, it's got a company logo, LTHP, live to your highest potential. It's one of our companies that Boston Grand owns, and they brought us this golf ball, and thanks for TaylorMade for giving us one of those custom logos. So off the tee, there's not too much difference of distance with these two golf balls. The flight's about the same. The biggest difference you're going to notice with the new one is it's a touch softer. It almost feels like the TP5 of the 2019 versions, where your older TP5X is much firmer. That's just whatever you like, honestly. It doesn't affect the flight of the golf ball, the spin. The spin rate off the driver is pretty much the same from what we can tell. Distance, not too much difference. So really that's just your preference. Long iron play, it's about the same. You don't really notice too much difference with these two golf balls. They fly the same, go about the same distance from the long iron perspective. Mid irons, your newer one is going to fly a little bit higher, a little bit more spin off the mid irons, where your older version's more penetrating. And then off the wedges is where you're going to notice the biggest difference. Wedges and greenside. With your new TP5X, the spin rate is definitely higher. The feel is much better off those shorter shots than the old one. Again, once you get used to it on the left, that firmness of that golf ball with the 2019 version, it's not too big of a deal. It's what you're used to. You have to get used to that one. Whereas the new one, if you're just jumping into a TP5X for the first time, that one is going to be closer to your TP5 or your Pro V1X feel. But it's personal preference there. And then with chipping, putting, greenside action, the one on the right is definitely softer. Your feedback on the right is much easier. Those little soft pitch shots, soft high flops, that stuff will stop faster with the new version, where the old version tended to roll out a little bit. So in summary, we definitely like the newer version better. It's an all-around better golf ball. That near the green feel is significantly improved with that newer version. As in the old one, it was good once you got used to it, but if you were just jumping in it the first time, it was fairly firm. I'd like to say the newer version of the TP5X, that is a combination of the old TP5X and the old TP5. It's a beautiful mixture of both, so that is our recommendation, is go with the new ones. But if you can only get your hands on the older ones, or you can get them at a good price, they're still a great golf ball. So this case up top, that's the older version. It's a great golf ball, either one of them. I'd say this is the best golf ball going around, the newer version of the TP5X. It's a very long golf ball. You probably pick up 10 yards from any Titleist Pro V1. About 5 to 10 longer than the TP5. Significantly better off the tee than the TP5. But old version and new version, about the same off the tee. Long irons about the same. Mid irons, slight difference. A little bit higher profile, a little bit softer. and then wedges and in, you're definitely going to notice a difference with the new TP5X. So thanks again to our sponsors here, Taylormade, bringing us these golf balls, and then LTHP, our Boston Grand company that we own, for bringing this to us. Thank you guys.